What's going on, guys? John Elder here from CourseTherapy.com. It's therapy for online courses. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about the Udemy Instructor Resources. All right, welcome to the Daily Udemy Income Report Show, where I talk about making money on Udemy, walk you through what's working for me, and teach you how to do the same thing. My name is John Elder from CourseTherapy.com, and today is Tuesday, February 19th, 2019. In today's episode, I want to talk about the Udemy Instructor Resources. But before we do that, let's take a quick look at yesterday's numbers. So yesterday was the 18th, Monday. We had 8 courses sell for $29. Pretty terrible day. Came to $3.64. Refunds stayed the same at $72.78. We had 10 course reviews, and we'll take a look at those in just a second. So month to date, $898.64. Courses sold 203, monthly reviews 109, and promotional activities bopped up to $65.11. Sort of yesterday, day before, a couple of my promo links from my website got clicked on, and so that is what happened there. More to speak on this tomorrow. I just sent out a promotional email this morning, and like in the first half hour, $100 worth got bought. So we'll take a look at that. It's been going very well so far, and that'll be tomorrow. 113,294 total enrollments, and the average rating for all of my courses is 4.50. Now, taking a quick look at my Udemy profile page, udemy.com/users/John Elder 3, we see 46,338 total students and 2,667 reviews. But the thing we want to look at here, as always, are the badges. And this morning, we woke up to a new highest rated badge on the old Ruby on Rails how to install Ruby on Rails course, which is great. We love to see that. It comes and goes. We had this badge a few days ago, and then we lost it. The thing about this one is, of course, as you know, if you've watched this show for very long, whenever we get this badge, it doesn't really affect sales for some reason. It's just sort of the way it is. Next, we want to look at the Django To Do app is still the highest rated. Yesterday, we had a bad review for this course, 2.5 stars. And I mentioned it because the guy had taken one of my other Django courses and rated it at a 4-star. So I was like, why is he giving this one a 2.5-star review? So I actually emailed the guy and I said, hey, what's going on? And he said, oh, I'm sorry, that was a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. I'm not sure. I must have accidentally clicked, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, he went back and changed it to a 4-star. So we maintain our highest rated badge, at least for one more day. And we'll look at that in just a second. So quickly looking at the reviews for the last day, we have a 5-star for that exact course, 4.5 stars. This is an old one that keeps being updated and keeps popping up. I don't know if it's an error or what, but we've already looked at that one before. So 5 stars for the Bootstrap course, 4 stars. This is that one that I talked about yesterday that was 2.5 stars. He changed it to 4, so that's really good. 5 stars for Ruby, 5 stars for Ruby. Good start for basic learners. Good. 5 stars for that Python course, 4 stars. Or that Django course, I should say. 4 stars, 5 stars, and 4.5 stars. So pretty good reviews today, and that's nice. So for the rest of this episode, I want to talk about the Udemy teacher resources. And you can go to teach.udemy.com to find these. And I'll put a link to this in the description below, or just go to teach.udemy.com. And this just has a bunch of articles that you can read, a bunch of blog posts about several different things here: teaching on Udemy, creating courses, and marketing your courses. So I'm just going to go through these very quickly and show you what there are. For teaching on Udemy, I don't think there's very many. Yeah, there's 2 articles. So one article on why teach online on Udemy and how to become an instructor on Udemy. And if you click on this and see, like I said, it's just a big blog post basically. And plan your course, produce your course, couple of quick tips, couple of links, different things, polish your course. Now, this is not groundbreaking information, but if you're a brand new student or a brand new instructor, you should really take, an hour to go through and read all of these, because you're going to find some interesting things. And more importantly, you're going to find links to better things. So if you've got a question about audio, how to set up your audio or video, well, boom, here's an audio link and a video link. And you can click on these, and this goes to like the support section where they have the actual, support page where they have microphone suggestions and all kinds of good stuff. So in that sense, it's a really nice little resource. Next, we have the Create Courses section. And again, not a whole lot. Well, 12, I guess that's pretty good. So an article on how to choose your course topic, how to define your audience and objectives, how to outline your course. Some people do that, other people don't. I've talked about my outlining process on this show before. Mine may be a little unique. Plan and practice, plan your practice activities. I don't really have practice activities in my courses, but maybe I should start. I don't know. Set up your filming studio. This is important. Um, it's important to have a dedicated place to film your courses, especially if you're going to make many courses. I have a studio set up in my house. We have foam audio panels on the wall. I've got a permanent green screen set up. It never comes down. My lighting never comes down. It's always in the same spot. My microphone is always in the same spot. I could just sit down, click a few buttons, and boom, start recording. And I can do that because I have a dedicated filming studio. Let's see, what else do we have? Resolve common audio issues. That's a good one to read. Check your quality with a test video. I don't do test videos, but if you're a new instructor, you might. That's just where you create a test video and send it to Udemy, and they'll take a look at it and say, any suggestions they might have. It's usually mostly about quality, not the content. So if your microphone isn't picking up well, they'll say that. If your lighting is dim, they'll say that. Things like that. Create your first lecture, create your course landing page. This is probably a good one to read. And then price your course. Not particularly important because you're always just going to put it at $199, which is the max, because Udemy's always going to discount it down to 10 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Finally, set up automated messages. This is a good one. And then about automatically generated captions. This is a pretty good one too. When you create a course and upload your videos, they automatically close caption it, but they don't do a very good job. They don't use a very good system to do it, and it's automated. And if you go through and actually read the closed caption for your video, you're going to be shocked how bad it is. But you can kind of read about that stuff in there. Finally, market your courses. Browse articles. There are only 6 here because I've talked about this in the past. You're not going to market your courses very much on Udemy. You'll do a few things like I've mentioned in the past. I upload the first 3 or 4 videos of my course to YouTube. I post them on social media. I post them on, Twitter, Facebook, all the places. I even make some Instagram posts sometimes. It doesn't drive much traffic. It just doesn't. The lion's share of all of your income from Udemy is going to come from their marketing efforts. And there's nothing you can do about that, really, except for have a good course that kicks into their marketing algorithm by getting lots of reviews. So it talks about reaching out to your students. That's good. Establish your credibility with reviews. That's important. How Udemy markets for you. Now, this might be something you want to read if you're interested in exactly how they do market your courses. Use external marketing tools. About Udemy affiliates. That's an interesting one to read. Take a look at that. Finally, about Udemy for Business. This is pretty new. I've only been in this for a few months, but it's been slowly building for me, making more and more money. I think last month we made a couple $100 on the Udemy for Business. And of course, the Udemy for Business program is just businesses can sign up to Udemy and have their employees take your courses. They don't pay per course, they pay per minute. So if their employee watches 1,000 minutes of your courses, you get 1,000 minutes worth. They convert that to some dollar amount, and they convert that to a dollar amount by taking all the money that companies have paid into the pool that month and then dividing by all the hours, all the minutes that they've watched, and they just flat out divide the two, and that's your share, right? So that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot of stuff here, but it's a nice sort of area where, a couple of days ago on this show, we looked at trust and safety. Well, here's a nice link to the trust and safety stuff. So there's all kinds of good stuff in here. We've already looked at this. Likewise, help and support, which is good. If you're already an instructor, if you've already published a course, you can check out the instructor community link right here. We've looked at this before, And so it's a nice place that has, kind of all of the stuff that you're going to want. If it doesn't have the stuff, it has a link to the stuff at least. So in that sense, it's pretty cool. So I would definitely spend, a half hour going through reading all those articles. You can knock it all out in a couple hours at the most, and just, familiarize yourself with it, because from time to time you will have questions and they're most likely answered here, or at least there's a link to the answer here. And so it's good. And it's a nice, easily remembered URL. It's just teach.udemy.com. which is pretty cool. So that's all for today's report. If you like this episode, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, and check out CourseTherapy.com for more tips, tricks, and online course awesomeness. My name is John Elder from CourseTherapy.com. We'll see you again tomorrow morning.